after so long, the one succession Sage fix that I've been waiting for has finally arrived alongside other buffs. And personally, I feel like some buffs are kinda unnecessary and maybe a bit overtuned. Without further ado, the very first thing that I want to mention is the massive Adamantia buff, which I've been waiting for a fix ever since Sage got launched into Black Desert. And for those who aren't aware, the previous Adamantia only do damage when your targets are clumped into one place. This is what makes it really terrible, because every time you want to use it in PvE, for example, you'll have to take your time to position the mobs, which will kinda make you lose out on DPS. And in PvP it has pretty much no use other than lingering your super armor, I guess. But now they fix it so that it properly does damage per target. Although I'm not sure how it will perform in large-scale PvP, but at least it's usable now, right? And next up we got a PvP buff for Rift Chain, which I personally think it's kinda unnecessary. They removed the 20 DP buff and 30% grab resistance whenever you use Rift Chain, but now instead they add 30% damage reduction during the skill. This buff I think will be extremely strong in large-scale PvP, as you'll be able to survive most chip damages while getting away with your super armor Rift Chain. And then Spatial Fissure also got a huge buff, to which they add 30% crit chance for the skill. Even before this, Spatial Fissure still does a lot of damage in PvP, so now I think it's actually super good when you want to combo people while being protected at the same time. And for those who own a Sovereign Weapon, you will still need the critical chance Reforged Stones if you want to reach higher crit on Spatial Fissure, as well as Form Shift and Realm of Anguish. And while on the topic, they kinda nerf Realm of Anguish and buffing it at the same time, by changing the minus DP debuff to all DP instead of just magic DP. They also increased its damage by a massive amount, so you can actually do damage with it now whenever your E-buff or your BSR are up. They also changed dimension compression, so that the second and third hits now do more damage, while the first hit does way less. So with this, maybe it might be better if you cancel the first hit with Ader's Illusion or Illusion Expansion for that AP buff. Other than that, a few other big AoE skills are super buffed in PvE for some reason.